If you're watching this, the chances are you have lived your life being the good girl. You've done everything right. You've been polite, accommodating, helpful, even when it cost you your time, your truth, and your peace. But today, that ends because being the good girl isn't about kindness. It's about fear. Fear of being rejected, fear of being judged, fear of being seen as selfish. So here's what we're doing instead. Today, I am going to be giving you 3 bold power moves to break that spell starting today. So no waiting for rock bottom, no waiting for permission, just truth, action, and freedom. Let's do this, beautiful. So the very first power move that I want to share with you today is call out the spell. You have literally a spell that has taken over your mindset. That spell is programming, and you can't shift what you can't see. So your first move is this. I want you to get out your journal or a piece of paper or something, your notes app, and I want you to write this title: The Rules I Never Agreed to, but Still Live By. Your mind will actually be blown when you start creating this list. When you get through the basic things, you're going to see that there are so many rules and regulations that you have around you that you have essentially created yourself a glass ceiling that you just feel like you can't escape from. So you know the ones. Don't upset anyone, always be nice, help, even if you're drowning yourself, don't say no. But it goes way deeper than that as well. And what I want you to do is I want you, as you're writing your list, to comment the number one invisible rule that you're currently living your life by, that you feel has got the better of you. Because if you do that, I can create a video to help you through this time. But not only that, I want you to have the support of the community around about you. So I just want you to think about these rules, because most of us are living lives where we are just abiding by rules. It's the way we've been programmed and the way that we've been taught since we've been little. And it wasn't only our parents and our teachers, it was their parents and their teachers, and that's just the way everyone believes that life is. And now, don't confuse this with, oh, I can do whatever I want, I can be mean, I can just put myself first at all times, and, at anyone's detriment, it doesn't matter. No, it's not about that. It's about doing the right thing. But actually, quite often in society, especially in certain professions and careers, I have seen that there is so much guilt and shame used to essentially coerce people into putting everyone else before themselves. And these invisible rules that you're living by, they're basically running your life, beautiful. And have you ever actually stopped to notice how exhausted you are trying to follow these rules when they don't even benefit you? And very rarely do they benefit other people on a one-to-one basis. It's always just about the masses. It's always just about complying with things. It's always just about, okay, I'll do this. And it keeps everyone happy. But really, does it in the long term? And we're not going to go down into that conversation now. But that's the first most important thing, because if you don't call out all of these things that you're doing that are essentially draining your life force and your energy, because that's what it is. And not only are you being drained when you're abiding by all the rules that you don't even want to comply with, but you're essentially draining yourself and your energy, because every single time you do it, your heart hurts. And every single time that you think about the fact that you don't, start becoming more aligned with your spirit, it takes a huge toll on your body. And you're just constantly thinking about, I wish I could change. I wish things were different. I wish I hadn't done that. And it's like, no, it's time now to stop complying and start being authentic, because it's fake. It is fake. You might think I'm just helping, I'm just being nice, but the truth is it's inauthentic to you if you do not want to do this or be there. So that's very important. Now, I'm going to give you a real, we're going to break the ice here. I'm going to give you a little mini baptism of fire, okay? Because you're going to break one of those rules today. Now we're going to disrupt the pattern. So I want you to pick just one of those rules from your list, and I want you to intentionally break it where you know it's going to benefit you and it's going to benefit others authentically, okay? So let's say, for example, you might always be in the habit, like we've spoken about previously, about justifying every action that you take and always trying to over explain why you're doing certain things. So it might be just saying no thanks without justifying it or giving an explanation as to why, or not immediately replying to a message, or just letting someone feel mildly disappointed and not rescuing them, but allowing them to actually assess what they need to do next in their own life before actually stepping in to be that one who saves the day. Yes, it might feel uncomfortable, that's the point. Okay, that's normal. And that's your nervous system unlearning the lie that love is earned through sacrifice. Now, at any point, if you feel really called to help someone, really, when they've asked you, of course, or they've shown that they would really benefit from your help, and they are asking, if you can benefit someone, if you can help someone, if you feel really called to do that, if it's in your capabilities, if you have the bandwidth, then go for it. But it's choose that one thing. And you know what? When you're intentional about this, the universe is going to give you lots of signs and synchronicities that allow you to practice doing this. So you don't have to think about scenarios that might come up. You just be intentional. What's the number one thing that you want to change? Okay, so do that today and let me know what you do in the comments. And then the third power move that I'm sharing with you today is about reclaiming your time. Because now that you are starting to disrupt the external, I want you, and this is so important, beautiful, to nourish the internal. Okay, and that's your spirit. We're working on the mind, the body, and the spirit, but start a daily ritual where you're reclaiming yourself. One act every day that's just for you. It can be just as little as 15 minutes. Sit in stillness, speak about your truth, maybe aloud in the mirror, move your body, or something that many of us high achievers find it really difficult to do, and that is resting unapologetically without explaining yourself to anyone. Because being a goddess isn't about proving, it's about presence. So you don't need to earn your worth, beautiful. You don't need to be small to belong. You just need to be willing to break the spell. And that's simply what it comes down to, changing your programming. And if you're ready for deeper clarity, if you want to understand what's actually holding you back, then there's going to be a link below where you can take the Spark Activation. It is your personalized deep dive video reflection that is going to illuminate where you've been dimming your light, and it's going to show you exactly how to turn it back on. So your power isn't gone. It's just been buried under expectations. We're going to uncover that together on this channel, or if you go on to take the Spark Activation, again, the link is below for that. But I want you to let me know today the number one thing that you're taking away from this video, and I want you to drop me a heart emoji if you're new to the channel so I can welcome you. I'll see you in the next video. Have an amazing day, beautiful.